Hello, we're BeDazzled. I'm Jo.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Stephanie.
We're starting a new TV show that we're very excited about. It's with YHC. We're going to be showing you some of our decorating shows, just lots of talk about different designs and the way that we get a house started, and just how we even got started in the business. Jackie, you remember us talking about, let's find a house that we can decorate.
Right.
Because we all love decorating.
Right. And
Jack,
that's kind of how we got together. We all
Right.
love houses. We like to talk about houses. We like to think about houses. We redecorate. I go to sleep at night thinking, how can I rearrange furniture? What colors can I use? And all of us have our different strengths.
It's just a passion we have. Jackie goes to motel rooms and rearranges the furniture.
I do. It's terrible. But somebody asked me the other day, how did you get started in that business? I think we met each other, and then you had somebody.
I was painting the house next door to you.
Right.
You came over, and we just got to talking about how much we love to decorate. And Stephanie, my best friend, we've always decorated. Our husbands go to bed, we stay up and paint, rearrange furniture. So I approached a man here in town that had had a house on the market for about 1.5 years and asked him if he would consider letting us come in and paint, bring in furniture, stage it, and have an open house for him and see if we could get it sold. And that's what we did. It took us about how long?
About 6 weeks to
But
get
we
that
did the
done.
whole house.
Yes, we did.
Trim, walls.
Two-story.
Everything.
Mhm.
Right. But the way we started is kind of like this. I don't know if it's a very pretty setup or you can see, but we started out by just looking at colors. We had some fabrics, some wallpaper that were an inspiration point for us, and then we went from there on that house.
And every house sort of speaks to us, what style of house, that it is, if it needs elegant, cottage, because every house is different and every taste is different. Sometimes we go into a home that isn't necessarily going to be sold. We have to follow the lead of the owner to go along with the colors they prefer, but we always add a little bit of ourselves.
And we've redone several houses throughout, but we've also done staging where somebody had a house for sale for quite a while and didn't know why it wasn't selling. So we went in and just kind of scooted things around mostly and used some of our things, but a lot of it was just repurposing, revisioning how things should look in a house and depersonalizing it. You hear that phrase on TV shows and from realtors, and we've done that for people as well. So,
and I want to mention that the first house that we did go in and redo, once we had the open house, they had a contract in 4 days. So, and the man that had appraised it came back and told us that we had raised the value of the home considerably after we did it. So, but with this new show we're starting, we're going to start with a house that belongs to me, and it's right next door to my home here in Malden. And we are just pretty much going in and completely redoing it and decorating it, and you're going to see it from start to finish.
So we have lots of before pictures to show you, and hopefully as we go along you're going to see before, during, and after. And yesterday we got together.
Right.
We had things laid out, and Jo had this piece of fabric that she loved. She has these towels, so we're sort of looking at that and thinking about the house.
Because these were all just very calming colors that we think of with a cottage look, which is what we're going for in this house that we're going to be showing to you. And we'll pull colors out of these things for the walls, and just take you along and see how it goes.
And if you're trying to find colors for your house, you can look at those little chips in the stores all day long, but if you can talk your paint retailer into checking out one of these thin decks for you, and I think most of them will do that, just check it out, but then you can really see the colors. We have a couple of them. So if you could get one of those, because we're going to try to give you tips on what you can do. So it's very helpful to have all the colors and kind of look at them rather than a bunch of little tiny chips, and see them in the sunlight, see them in the light in your house, how they'll look whatever space you're going to redo, because the colors change depending on the space.
And I think we've been in business about 18 months, something like that. And
We've
we just
probably redone 5 houses, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. And we also have a Facebook page. It's BeDazzled, and you can get on there and you can see our before and after pictures of homes that we have redone. Some have been sold and some have just been redecorated for individuals.
Tyler, I would like to take you over to the house right now and show you. There is a carpenter there and some work is in progress, but I would like to show you the house before we actually get started with the painting and decorating. Stephanie, Jackie and I were out here yesterday trying to figure out how we can make this pretty. And so we've talked about some different things. Jackie, you want to come in and let's talk about the possibilities?
What it looks like.
We have just some rustic poles here and a pile of bricks. So we're thinking about making some type of a patio with a cover, maybe out of some kind of all-weather fabric or canvas.
Yes, I think we need to put the boards up, bolt them down to the top of the posts, and then get some of the sunbrella fabric.
Right.
And attach it to that, and maybe we could do something with the bricks even.
Would you say that's
A bolt?
Bolt.
a threaded bolt sticking out? And so we start thinking, okay, we could put boards up there. And since we've all learned to use tools much better in the last few years, I have a hole saw. And so we can put the board up there and then drape the fabric. But it's just, that's how we get our ideas. It's just a thought. This could be really pretty.
Really
right
pretty.
Now it's unsightly, very unsightly. The side of the house, we're also thinking about what we would do over there. There are some plantings. There's some beautiful lilac bushes. So we're trying to take out the weedy parts and think about maybe constructing a little brick patio.
A courtyard of some kind, because there's a door that goes into the master bedroom over there. And maybe put up some kind of a little bit of a fence to make a little privacy area. We are behind 210 South Beckwith now. This is the backyard. So hopefully in the end you will see something pretty.
A beautiful patio.
Yes, we always have a vision, and that's our vision for this.
We may change 2 or 3 times before it all comes about,
Yeah.
but you can see it before, and we think it'll look really nice after.
Tyler, this is the living room at 210 South Beckwith, and some of the work is already in progress. You'll notice there's strips of wood on the wall. Those are covering up seams where the sheetrock is, so that's going to be mudded and sanded. The walls will all be painted, and you'll just have a nice continuous flow. And in the kitchen, light and replacing it with a little chandelier, because this will be a little breakfast area. We're going to redo the kitchen, which part of it's already been done. There was a door that went directly into the bathroom, and we prefer not to ever have a bathroom door right off of a kitchen. So the stove will go down there in that open space, and we're switching the refrigerator to the other side and bringing the dishwasher down here, and then we'll be able to do a full cabinet. Something else we're going to do is, because there's so much light in here, we're going to eliminate that little window. Move more cabinets and possibly even some open shelves. On in here, we have done a pantry, which was originally just a little bitty shelf, and on the other side was a closet. So this was a bedroom when we started, and we decided we needed a dining room. So we closed off the closet in the bedroom and then just opened up to a pantry. We have taken out some real small little windows and replaced with full windows, because This house has always been, the rear has been their front, but we're wanting to bring the front of this house to the front of the street. So to do that, you needed to change the outside appearance as well. And we have eliminated a window on that side, which will give us a full wall for a china cabinet or something. It's not all that big of a room, so we needed some more wall space. And this is the front door where we'll be coming in now. And we are going to be completely redoing that little porch. And you see Jackie and Stephanie out there thinking up some decorating ideas as we go this way. My carpenter has been at work for probably about 10 days, and he's just kind of following some ideas that we're coming up with. And one of them is you walk out of this room directly into a bedroom. So we feel to have a little bit of privacy, we're going to open this up, and he's taking out this wall, and this will be a little hallway to go in here, and that way there'll be a wall that will close off to have privacy for this bedroom. The door going to the bedroom will be there to the left. This will walk right into what will now be the hall. And removing all this will probably make a nice little office. And then the bathroom is here off to my right, and you will see that this is the side where we closed up the door that went into the kitchen. So it's pretty small, but that also gives us a little bit more wall space in here. And then above the tub, we're going to be doing tiling all around that to give that a more finished look. It's a small room, but we will transform it. Now off to my right is the master bedroom. In here we have already taken out the old windows and replaced them with some new windows. This door is the one that leads outside where we're planning to do a little courtyard. So we will probably do a French door there to open that up and have some kind of a matchstick blind for privacy. And all of these wall colors definitely you see are not cottage. So everything will be painted, and that in itself will completely change the look of the house. Hello, we're back at 210 South Beckwith. We've had a week of work. I want to show you some of the things we've been doing. We have taken down the 1x4 boards that were on the walls, and they have been mudded, taped and mudded, and there's still a process of that going on. I want to show you something right here that was an inspiration for this project. This is made from reclaimed lumber right here in Malden. A local carpenter does it. He's actually an artist. We leave the worm hose, the nail hose, and then just it has a sun bleached finish on it. And it's just nice soothing colors. In the kitchen, there's some things we're trying to decide on, such as we are going to be removing the stainless steel sink, putting this sink in because it has more of a cottage look. We're going to be changing out the countertop to granite. And a cheaper way to get the granite countertop is to use your these 12-inch granite tiles. We picked up colors that you can see. In this wood, it has just an orange tone to it. You can see some of that in here, and some of the colors that we're using are going to be real soothing blues and greens. We have removed the window, which was above the sink, because we needed a more finished look inside and out. The refrigerator will move down here, reposition it. The dishwasher will come down here. The sink will be moved slightly over with countertop all the way to the end. This light will eventually be coming down. You'll see that later in the project. Going into the dining room, here's another thing I've been working on this week, and Stephanie's going to join me. When you do draperies, one thing you want to do to add height is to take the draperies all the way up to the ceiling. especially when you need height added like you do in this room. We've got a sheet laying down here to kind of try to keep this clean, but the curtain has been lined. And now Stephanie's going to help me. There's some pins. Well, where did they go to? We're trying to see how much hem. We'll take this all the way up. It'll be gathered back, but we're going to see about how much it needs to be hemmed, because you want about a 1.5 inch drop on the floor if you're not going to be puddling it. You want it to just not exactly touch, just a 1.5 bend to the floor. Okay. I'm going to be showing you something just looking right out this door, that next week this is going to be coming out. That is the front of the house, and this needs to be removed. So we're renting a jackhammer, and it's going to go. It'll take about a day to do that, and you'll see a huge difference there. In here in this hallway, it originally just opened right up into the bedroom. You'll remember it was real dark blue. There's some of it still left on the ceiling. We've been painting and priming a little bit. So a wall was built here. This wall was taken out to make an opening into this hallway. And coming in here, this light will be removed, and we have taken out one of the extra lanterns out of the living room that will be placed there, which will continue with the cottage look. Okay, in this room and in just a little bit we'll be in here painting, but we have started. The walls needed to have a little bit more finishing work, so they've just done a rough mudding in here to get a smoother surface. We've been putting some keels on all the dark trim because it was stained, and that's about the only way you can cover it. We get our paint, first we start with a primer, and we have the primer tinted. It's Benjamin Moore, and it'll be basically the same color as your wall color. I'm going to get Jackie and Stephanie, and we will show you some of our painting.
We're trying to decide on the wall color for the outside of our house here. And so when you're trying to decide about color, you can look through books. There are tons of books with color. You can look online on pictures from magazines. There are all kinds of things you can do. You have a fan deck. You might look at colors in a fan deck, but these are pretty small. So when you're looking at a fan deck, here's like 1 by 1.5. Here's one that's a little larger. We found that we can order these through a paint dealer, 8 by 8 squares. You can also get samples of the paint. If you have a friend that has some paint and you like it, put some on a little paper plate and you can carry it around with you and look at it. So find some samples. What we did here today, we got this sample at a dealer for a couple dollars, and then some of these 8 by 8s. And then on our house over here, we took them and we put the samples on a piece of wallboard, and we put 4 together so we could see, and that way we can look at the color up close. We could step away and look at color. We could put it in the sun. We could put it in the shade. And this is painted on color. So this one is this color. This one is that color. So as we look at it and then we decide, before making a big mistake, we're choosing this one. We want this light, airy cottage feel. And so this is the one we're going to choose. It's taken us a little bit of time to make the decision, but it's going to be worth it in the long run.
We've been trying to select our interior colors, and we knew with a cottage look we wanted to stay with nice soft colors. And you can go through a whole color deck and mix your colors, but an easy way to do it is start with one whole row here. And we have decided on this ash wood. It's OC, which means your off-white color, 47 Benjamin Moore paint. We're using this color of white because these windows face the east, and you want to use colors that have a little bit of a blue tone to it because they give you a cooler color, and that's what you need with east-facing rooms. Now we'll be moving on up, trying to select some of these other colors for the other rooms. When we go into the dining room, I wanted just a little bit of a darker shade, so we have chose Hazy Skies, and it's off color 48. When we move this way, we'll probably continue with this same ash wood color into the hallway, because this room just sets off of the living room, so the color needs to flow the same. And also into this hallway, but that will ease us right into the master bedroom, where Stephanie is in there now painting, and we're going with this titanium. And another way that I chose this color, other than it was on this same line of colors that we chose for the living room, is we always have some kind of inspiration. And we have a comforter, and this is the sham that goes to it. And you'll still see the continuing shades of blues and greens, creams. And so we took this and matched this titanium color right to it, and we'll give a real nice backdrop for this room. Now over here, Stephanie is applying the primer coat, which is tinted to match our top coat of paint. But you're seeing such a difference in this wall, because over to my right, you will see where the wall originally was red. So when you have a really dark color like that, it takes a lot of wall preparation. So the first thing we did was apply some Kills, and then on top of that we've done the primer, and then the final step will be 2 coats of our wall paint. Good morning. We're back at 210 South Beckwith. You are looking at the house we've been working on for approximately 5.5 weeks. And we are right now trying to finish up all the carpentry work. We've been painting. We have the Saybrook sage that you watched us choose the last time. We've changed these columns out. There was iron, what do you call them, Steph?
Iron.
Iron rails. We put in the 6x6 post. We've changed out lots of windows in this house. Did just lots of repair work. Let's go on inside. We're inside now, and you can see we have Alex over here finishing up a little bit of the recycled glass tile. Almost all of the painting is finished. We're going back with touch-ups now. The carpenter should be finishing today. We've had Rodney Wallace here from the start. Alex joined us a week or two ago. In the dining room, we have put in the hardwood floor, the laminate. Have painted the walls. We have all the trim to do, but that won't take very long. On the ceiling, we used the color that we used, it's called ashwood, and we used that in the living room. And so in order to kind of bring it into this room, we did the ceiling in that color, and this is just a hazy blue, and it's just a little bit darker. I'm going to give you a little peek out this front door, where we used a jackhammer earlier, and we had a porch that was too high, and some of that had to come off. And because we've been working on making this the front of the house, because we're taking down the fence out front, so the focus will be here. This is the pantry. We still have to paint the shelves, but the way we did this, there was a closet in the other room. We closed that off and opened this up towards the kitchen, so you'll have a good pantry. Be a lot of storage there. We painted this island. This is called Covington Blue, to bring a pop of color into what everything else is just the neutrals, but we wanted just a little bit of pop. Completed this wall. This room originally went straight into the bright blue bedroom, but to have some privacy for this bedroom, we wanted a hallway. So coming in here, this room has been painted, and all we're needing to do is trim it out, put up all new doors. There's a nice big closet here that we're finishing up. There'll be a lot of space in there. Hopefully when you come back, all the closets will be cleaned up. We relocated this little lantern from the living room, moved it into the hallway so we could continue the look of the cottage. We still like a couple of doorways. That'll be finished today. This bathroom has been painted, been tiled above the shower. This is the master bedroom. And it has been painted, the ceiling and the walls. And this is titanium. The washer and dryer is over here, which isn't just a real ideal spot, but we made it look really nice with new double doors here and on the closet. If we step out this door, Tyler, you'll see where we have continued some of the outside work. This is going to be a little courtyard. We're changing out this door. If I can get this door open. We're going to be fencing in this area, just in a little L shape, just so there'll be a little bit of privacy. And walking this way, you'll see where the fence is coming down all around the front. I'm going to leave the fence up along this way, but we're going to complete a brick pathway that'll go all the way out to the street, which will also help us make the house look more front friendly. You know, the front of the house has always been back towards the alley, and I don't like that. I think it needs to face the street on South Beckwith. Stephanie, is there anything you can tell them about things to watch on Facebook?
Yeah, we have the Facebook. It's called BeDazzled, and you can get on there and we'll give you information about an open house or different projects that we have coming up in the future.
I hope that next time that you come and we'll see us here at 210 South Beckwith, that all the furniture will be moved in. We will have the draperies hung and it will look beautiful. Look forward to seeing you here. Hello, you're back with Design with BeDazzled. We are at 210 South Beckwith. We have completed our project. We'd like for you to come in. Take us in, Stephanie.
Okay.
Coming in the front door, just to your left, is the dining room. You will see that we put in new, longer windows, which really opened it up and brought a lot of light in. We have decorated with a distressed round table, which gives you good walking space around it. We have completed the floors with the laminate hardwood floors, and we just medium toned. We didn't want it too dark or too light. In this room, we used a hazy skies, and the ceiling is done in ash wood, which is the color of the living room. We wanted to bring a little of that color into here. We were able to get in a large china cabinet, and we accented it with white dishes. Stepping back into the rest of the house, we entered into just a small little entryway. We were in the dining room, which is to the left of the entryway, and to the right is the kitchen. This is probably one of our favorite parts, isn't it? Yes. We did the recycled glass as a backsplash, brought in this blue color that we were wanting to do, because as you remember, we were after a kind of cottage look for this house, and I do think we have achieved that. We painted the cabinets. We have granite tiles here. We brought in a single basin farm sink. We reconfigured this whole kitchen. The refrigerator was on the right, and we moved it down here to the left, so it isn't like the first thing you see when you come in the other door. We put hardware on. There's a new stove. And then we did a breakfast area here with this iron table that plays off of this iron chandelier. We changed out that lighting. There was just a great big huge light up here. Here's one of my favorite pieces. My daughter-in-law Courtney Robertson did this. This is my son in New Mexico. We closed off the door there that went directly into the bathroom. We thought that was a convenience that we did not need, which really made that wall space look nice. Underneath the island, this is Covington blue, which we were bringing out a little bit more of the blue. That is painted all the way around, and those are working cabinets. So you have a lot of storage. In the living room, we covered the windows in a matchstick blind, which has real good texture, and then we softened it with these real light off-white draperies. A slip-covered couch, which is part of a cottage look, accompanied with these plaid chairs. These tables are from wood out of an old house right here in Malden. Jo Robertson did those for me. And then we just painted them a kind of a sun-bleached look, and which is along the same line as this coffee table. Took all the veneer off of it and redid it to make it look distressed, and has a little bit of that blue tone again. Going this way, we like for you to notice our glasses in the old iron rake. This is kind of our little wine corner set up here. Because the stove came up so high, we came up with something as a little camouflage for that on the back. You can always come up with something to kind of make do. That's what we do. We think of something to make it look a little better. Now this was opened directly into that bright blue bedroom. We put up a wallway here to divide so you have privacy in the bedroom. We finished out tile on the floor, and to my left is the guest bedroom. You will notice all new doors on the closets and everything. There's a big closet there. This room is just a real soft blue, and where the bed sits, you still have plenty of space on the other side of the wall that we put up. We closed a doorway there that actually went into the other hallway at that time, but we closed that off, made just a cozy little nook for the bed. Going back out into this hallway, there was this light came out of the living room. It was mounted on the wall there, and it was too many of them, we felt. Plus it would look so nice here. There was just a great big long light and a huge mirror. So this just made a kind of a little nice little office spot. In the bathroom, we did tile above the tub, which gave it a much nicer finished look than it had. Plus it's good for your moisture. This wall is raccoon hollow. Just a real beautiful, soothing color. And the hot water heater here is here. We have a antique door, glass doorknob on that door. And here we once again accented with our blues, and this handtail actually was the inspiration for the whole house. With your creams, the blue and the brown and a taupe, the whole house is pulled off of this towel. If you want to start a project, that's a good tip. Find something that you really like, the colors you like, and work with it. We're in the master bedroom now. This color is titanium. It's another one, just a nice, soft, soothing off-white. Once again, we have some of the blues and the off-whites, just making for such a nice, soothing room. A large closet here with new closet doors. And this is your washer and dryer, which it seems a little odd for a master bedroom, but then again, a lot of people say that that's very convenient. You know, you change your clothes at night and you're ready to do your laundry. Now, off of this master bedroom, we have a small courtyard. Be great for going out of the mornings and drinking a cup of coffee. Off of the master bedroom, you can walk directly out the door into this courtyard where we have a little fireplace, just a nice little place to have coffee in the mornings. As we walk around the house towards the back door, you probably will remember that there was a pile of bricks, a mountain of bricks. And we had these posts that we were trying to figure out what we might could do with them to make it look just a little bit better. So what we did is we just created a canopy. which pretty much was our last project of the day. We actually did that the day of the open house. We were working right up to it. And this past Sunday, we did have the open house, and we had a large crowd and a lot of people that support us, and we really appreciate them. This is at 210 South Beckwith, again in Malden, and we hope you'd like to come by and see this house sometime. If you do, just give us a call, and we are on Facebook. How can they find us, Steph, on Facebook?
Just go to BeDazzled, look up BeDazzled on Facebook, and you'll be able to find us there.
We are going to be starting another project. It'll be a couple of weeks. It will be on the east side of Risco. It's a large house, and we look forward to seeing you there. This is Design with BeDazzled.